Ma'am, thank you so much for speaking to BloombergQuint. Ma'am, now that the rates and rates on goods and services have both been finalized, what is the stage set for July 1 rollout, or are there more important factors that need to be taken care of?
Well, as you heard the Honorable FM speaking, this is the major part which has been done. And the CBEC, altogether, I think the readiness is already there. On the 3rd of June, when we're having the next meeting, there's also going to be a sort of explanation on the preparedness of the GSTN. So I think on all fronts, the government is ready.
Okay. And ma'am, the industry was talking about rates being put out on the public domain
Yes.
before the rollout of GST.
Yes.
Now that has been done.
Yes.
But look, on the contrary, do you think this would also stop sales and sales in the market?
No, in fact, on the contrary, I would say now that people are aware of the rates, it was till you didn't disclose the rates that people were still wondering. Now that you've disclosed the rates, it makes, I think, business planning better, pricing better and easier. So I think that is what is going to happen now. It's going to be easier for the business person to look at the future.
Okay. And ma'am, goods like gold, cigarettes, BDs, a decision has still not been taken. So what can we expect in terms of rates, and when is a decision likely?
Well, as the Honorable FM has said, there were a few items that were left, some of those that you've mentioned. Those would be taken up in the next meeting on the 3rd of June, and that the Council will have to decide. Because the Fitment Committee has already made certain recommendations, it has to come before the Council.
Okay. And ma'am, in terms of, my last question to you would be, in terms of IT preparedness, where are we? And you have recently extended the date for migration of tax assessees. So, how many service tax assessees have already moved to the GSTN platform?
Well, till it closed, which was on the 30th of April, the migration was about 84% and 87% in both central excise and service tax. The remaining is still to be done, so the window will open again.
In absolute terms, this would be around 60.
I can't really put a figure to that right now, because you see the migration was happening both on the VAT front and on the central excise front as well. So there are some where the migration has taken place on the state front, which we have to take into account as well. But the picture would be clearer, and I think once the window opens again, which will happen shortly because the GSTN was doing some beta testing on their system, once it opens again, the remnants would also automatically migrate.
Okay. And ma'am, what about packaged goods and branded products? What could be a likely rate, because that has been kept?
That actually has already got covered yesterday as far as food products were concerned.
Yeah, so
though it was exempted, right. But packaged and branded have been put at 5%.
Okay. Thank you so much for speaking to BloombergQuint.